Hello, gamers. Welcome to Federation Friday, or FTL Friday. Gonna be doing a little FTL tonight. Because as much as I love Star Sector, I don't want to play it all the time. Yes, we're no longer John Star Sector. We are now John FTL. Because, to be fair, I think that the player is supposed to be inside the ship. Like, the person that you put as your pilot is not the captain of the ship. I think you are supposed to be part of the crew. So who are you? Well, I guess you must be John FTL. There's not really any other explanation for it. Ah, yes, you're the ship AI, of course. And the ship AI happens to be named John FTL. Now, why exactly the Federation would make an AI named John FTL is not clear. That's really for the lore heads to figure out. Yeah, for Star Sector, they are... I believe the next patch is going to have more endgame content. They've been making a lot of posts about stuff that they've added, and then at the same time kind of going, well, I can't say any more about that because it'd be spoilers after all. It's very redacted. Especially when he posts a ship build and is like, yeah, so this was able to take on the new enemy that defeated my last endgame fleet. That hints a lot that there's going to be new endgame content. Yeah, it's true not everything has to be multiplayer. Like, FTL doesn't really work as multiplayer. Although I do see the merit in having some kind of multiplayer with Star Sector. Like, people really like the idea of co-op. Even if you're just piloting one of your friend's ships, like you're just an extra officer in your friend's fleet, that would be kind of cool. Yes, I am very happy that Paladins are getting their own dedicated ship. That's kind of what the Champion was supposed to be, as far as I know, and it almost works. The problem is, like, you've got these hybrid slots with high energy focus. So maybe the idea there is that high energy focus makes energy weapons more viable for the hybrid slots. But here's the thing. Usually what you're going to want is, you've got a large missile and you've got 2 medium ballistics. And that's a competent weapon package. So then if you put a Paladin in the large slot, your high energy focus is only boosting your point defense. And that's not good enough for a 25 deployment point ship. It's just, it's a complete waste of the system. So just by the logical process of building the ship, you pretty much have to put an offensive weapon in that large slot. So this is kind of take 2 on a point defense ship, which they've gone a long way, but I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, the game was never coded with that in mind. Somebody has made a mod that lets you pilot your friend's ship, but there's a lot of limitations on it. Like, you don't get a second screen for it. Like, it's like a local co-op, and that means that if you fly your ship off of, so somebody has made it work where you can add in like a second input, like you can plug in a controller. Like, if you can get a controller connected to your computer, one person can play with the keyboard and the other person can use a controller to control one of the ships. The problem there is that, like, you need to stay on screen as far as I can tell. You need to stay close to your friend, otherwise you're just going to fly off screen and you have no idea what you're doing. So somebody's figured out a way to mod it in a very janky fashion. Which means that potentially they could add it to the main game, but that would be a lot of effort for something that's not really necessary. Like, the main thing the game needs right now is more endgame content. Whoa, variety streams. Sort of. We're mostly sticking to... Like, I'm mostly still playing Star Sector, but I might throw in a little FTL here and there to spice things up. Heck, you know, actually another good thing I could do is Star Sector doesn't exist in a vacuum. Like, it was inspired by other games. Might be worth playing some of those games. I don't think this is a missile tier list. Well, maybe you're not looking hard enough. There's missiles in this game. Yeah, the main thing with the missile tier list is I made the very intelligent decision to include video footage, which takes a lot longer, because the other tier list was basically just a PowerPoint presentation, like high school. I just like, well, I just made a PowerPoint presentation and then just kind of went off the top of my head because I know a lot of this stuff. But the problem is, the same thing, yeah, like Space Rangers 2, that would be a game that I might play, because that's one of the inspirations for Star Sector. But one of the things that I notice when playing Star Sector, especially with mods, is whenever you get a new weapon that you've never seen before, you can look at the stats for it all you like. You have no idea what it's going to do until you actually see what it does in an actual... Or you've got to open up the simulator and see what it does. So putting video footage to the tier list seems like a really good idea to help people understand what they're looking at. In fact, I think that's something that could even be added to the main game, where you could have, like, if you're hovering over a weapon, maybe like press F1 and it shows like a little video window pop up that shows the weapon firing. I think they do this on the wiki. If you open up a weapons page, there's like a little GIF of the weapon firing. That helps a lot. It just helps so much with actually understanding what you're looking at. Yeah, the design compromises on the Anubis is kind of an interesting idea. It's very... I get the feeling it's kind of like designed by committee. Like if you've ever seen the movie Pentagon Wars, which is a very funny movie. It's probably like that, where you've got a bunch of executives who don't really know anything about what they're talking about, all suddenly adding a bunch of demands, like it needs to do this, and needs to do that, and needs to do this. And so it ends up with a bunch of interesting capabilities at some other costs. Of course, the movie Pentagon Wars is not historically accurate. Like that's not like, because it's about the movie. The movie's focused around the vehicle, like the Bradley. I believe it's the Bradley, and that's not how it was designed at all. Sort of like the idea of bureaucracy is very funny, and it's a very entertaining movie. But the use of the Bradley as sort of the focus of the movie is just horribly historically inaccurate. 1999 Cutthroats, Terror on the High Seas. It basically has the same gameplay concept. Oh, I've never heard of that one. But that does sound pretty cool. Yeah, that seems to be... The Apex also has a description about internal Tritech memos. Huh. I guess I didn't read the Apex description because I never read that before. Oh, let's get started with this Zoltan Cruiser. Which there's also an FTL mod for Star Sector, because of course there is. Sim that chose to use the Bradley as a vehicle for its idea. Yeah, the Pentagon Wars is a pretty entertaining movie if you see it as like a sort of a parody of like horrible bureaucracy and how it can interfere with what actually need, like, it kind of doesn't care about the impracticality of what they're asking for. Great thumbnail, by the way. Yeah, I liked it. This thing fucking sucks, actually. Literally coolest thing ever. But the Bradley, I mean, there's a lot of... Because the movie thinks that the Bradley was meant to be an APC, and it's not. There's a distinct difference between an APC and an infantry fighting vehicle. Like, an APC as a concept is kind of outdated, really. Like, why do you need, this isn't Fortnite. We don't need a battle bus anymore, right? You don't need just a truck that drives people to the front line and then goes away, right? Because if the enemy shows up in a truck that also sticks around and has some firepower, it doesn't need to be like tank level firepower, but as long as it's got like some kind of autocannon and it's providing cover and fire support, then your infantry are at a huge disadvantage. And so seeing this as the future of warfare, that's kind of how a lot of infantry fighting vehicles are designed. But the Pentagon Wars, where it gets historically inaccurate, is it thinks that things like the turret were like an afterthought designed by committee, when no, that was kind of the entire point from the start. Yeah, the halberd beam is really good. The glaive beam would be really good, if only... Okay, where's my mouse? Oh, right, because I'm typing in a name, of course. Licensed to meme. Great name. Fantastic name. Alright, let's get in there. So the Zoltan Cruiser is really good. Zoltan shields make a lot of the early game so much easier because you basically don't have to worry about taking any damage. And the halberd beam kills everything in the early game. The main concern that you have is finding a second weapon, because sure, you could upgrade your power supply and turn on the Lido, but it's pretty bad. So your main concern is getting something else to deal with shields. If you can do that, then the rest of the game is pretty smooth sailing. Another interesting thing about the Zoltan Cruiser is, compared to other ships, you get a lot more value out of your engines, rather than your shields. I mean, it's not like a lot more, but it's a little bit more. And the reason for that is because of the Zoltan shields. If you invest in your shields, right, let's say I've got 3 layers, how much stronger is my Zoltan shield? It's not, it's 0, no change there. But if I invest in, let's say, compare 0% evasion, then my Zoltan shield can absorb 5 points of damage. But if I have 50% evasion, then on average it can absorb 10 points of damage. So more evasion effectively makes your Zoltan shield stronger, whereas more shields don't, which increases the value of engines, relatively speaking. Kinda wish the Redacted had actual deep dive codex entries. We're probably going to get more into that as more of the end game is actually filled in. Again, that's like the big thing that it's missing. Like, people in the end game like to go around fighting, like 3 Ordos, 5 Ordos of remnants at once. But that's really not what you're supposed to be doing. That's just the substitute that we have for a proper end game. Alright, let's get into this nebula. When and where the ship design and the domain started becoming more impractical? I mean, that's a good question. I'm not too I know that the domain... I don't know too much about, the lore of the domain, and it's really hard to say. Maybe there wasn't, a trend towards impracticality. Maybe it's just some design branches of the domain were more practical than others, and maybe that was just always the way it was. Like, some people were really good at their jobs, and some branches of the domain were not very competent at their jobs. It's possible. Alright, follow. We got somebody. Awesome. Well, that's perfect, because the first thing you want to do is get somebody to replace the Zoltan in the piloting room, because as long as he's standing piloting the ship, he's not actually providing any power. And what's the point of having Zoltan if they're not providing power? Yeah, I saw the Anubis. I even made a meme out of it. A very funny and excellent meme, of the highest quality, really. It's a meme so good you should tell your family about it. They won't understand it, but they'll sense the inherent quality from it. Right? It's just one of those things. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, yeah, there are basically human batteries. Only the funniest memes here. Yeah, it's the... Look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Right, it's that meme. Where you've got instead of fighter jets, there's paladins, and then I put a bunch of quotes from the article, from the blog post, where he talks about all the different things he had to do to make paladins more viable. And then the Tachyon Lance is just shouting at the high-intensity laser, look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Which is accurate. Yeah, the Chaticus Rex YouTube channel doesn't exist. It's buried in layers of secrecy and like the bottom of the homepage on my other channel. Well, I say other channel, I mean this one. AI only run when? Honestly, when the next update comes out, probably I'll do that. If by AI only run, you mean like no player piloting and just letting the AI control the fleet, I'm thinking of doing like a mix of phase ships and conquests. Because I made a lot, like a couple of years ago, I made a lot of videos about the conquests, but that was before I actually started talking in my videos. That was just like footage with some text telling you, yep, these are good. Trust me, bro. So if I do an actual run where I grab a bunch of like pirate afflictors early on, yeah, as something of an OG, are you? You remember those days? Yeah, the good old days before everything went downhill. Once I started opening my mouth, quality dropped. What can I say? A very optimal and good paladin Sunder escort. Are you a sociopath by any chance? Because that sounds like something a sociopath would say. Not cursed. Yes, of course, absolutely. No flagship fights. Well, something that helps a lot is coordinated maneuvers. If you have coordinated maneuvers and a few frigates or destroyers, then the increase in command point regeneration is very useful, so you can actually give out orders. Because if you run out of orders and you don't have a flagship, then you are in trouble. Alright, well, that's pretty useful. I can see all of this stuff. I mean, I was already going here anyways. We can go there. Yeah, we can get most of these before the rebels catch up. Yeah, Command Ops Kite is a classic. That's true. It's like, where the hell are we fitting a command room on this tiny vessel that only requires 2 people to pilot? How does this even fit? I just story pointed it in. I don't know what you're talking about. Simple as that. I mean, this guy only has beams anyway, so it's not like he's getting through my shields. Completely defenseless. See, this would be a huge pain if I was flying the stealth ship, but since I'm flying the literally anything with a shield, I mean, this early 3 fuel is a pretty good loot haul, so I'll take that surrender. Yeah, memes greater than beams. Licensed to meme, licensed to beam. I mean, depending on how this run goes, I might play the MG Cruiser afterwards. I think when I was, like, God, this game came out so long ago that I was, like, 14 when it came out, I think. And the NG Cruiser was the first cruiser I beat the game with on easy. It's definitely okay, but on hard difficulty when the enemies have higher evasion, the ability of the ion weapons are just a little bad. They can get through the early game, but once you hit the mid-game and they start dodging them and then it resets the whole ion cascade, it is terrible. Yeah, of course we're going to intervene. What do you think I showed up here for? To play hopscotch? And that sounds like fun right now, but I can't because the damn rebels are ruining up the galaxy. Can't do that when the rebels are shitting up the whole place. I have been stuck on the stupid beam ship since the big update forever ago. I'm not actually sure what you mean by that. Can I ask for some clarification? NG ships. Well, the NG, I'm not sure about the C variant because I haven't really touched those. But the B variant is just bad. The B variant of the NG ship is just bad. Like that's like turbo hard mode. And then the A variant is like it's a good, it's kind of like okay, it's like middling, I guess. NGC is one of the best ships in the game. Well, maybe I'll have to give it a try at some point. That is, if I have it unlocked, I'm not sure. I haven't been able to beat the game on normal. Ah, the Fed Cruiser. I mean, the Fed Cruiser does have... The Federation Cruiser with that artillery has some interesting strategic angles. Like compared to the baseline Kestrel, you miss out on the Artemis missile, and instead you get the artillery beam and better crew. And overall, I think that's a worthwhile trade. I don't think it's practical to get 4. I'm just gonna do this. Which unfortunately means they're going to get to shoot at us, and the asteroid field is going to do a number on our Zoltan shield, but that's fine. We'll be fine. I guess the Venus cruiser. What's a Venus? Actually, more importantly, what's a cruiser? Oh, of course, my... You gotta love it when you do damage to their shields, but of course, they've got an extra bar so it stays online. Now this guy is not even awake anymore, and the engines are out. Well, no, not the engines, the weapons are damaged, so good luck. At least our shields are still online, so we can... Yep, and now somebody's attacking the engines. Lovely. You're still stunned. How long does this last? Move. I think we might want to get out of here. This might be bad. I think, you know what, this is the first sector. I'm just going to restart. We can't afford to be doing badly in the first sector. Not on hard mode. Yeah, none of that ever happened. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you get the point. Yeah, it's rewind time. Oh, that's hot. Oh, pitiful little pirate interceptor. Relationship hostile. More like a relationship scrap metal. Because that's all you are to me. A pile of junk waiting to be looted. Will Smith or Smill with? Oh, that reminds me of something so stupid that somebody said that was actually really funny. Because in Elden Ring, there's like Morgott and Morgott, but it's like the same guy. He just changes one letter in his name. And it's like, okay, if you can skip the fight with Morgott and to fight his actual... What the fuck? I don't remember his the exact... It's like Morgott or something, or Margit. And it's like, if you kill Margit, you skip the fight with Morgott, because, I mean, it's the same guy, so you killed him, he's gone. And so someone said, right, that's just like real life, where if you defeat Will Smith, you get to skip the fight with Will Smoth. Just like in real life. Which is probably what happened with Chris Rock. Oh no, what was it Kevin Hart? You know, the one that, you know, he slapped somebody at the Oscars. That's what I'm talking about. Cross Rick, that's true. Are the names bad, or are they just... Or is it just Elden Ring? Like, I don't know. From what I remember, most of them were fine. It is also like one of those Japanese-made games in sort of European fantasy, so they kind of make shit up. He failed the QuickTime event, exactly. Weird lore that's also kind of cool is just is very on brand for From Software. Something about Skyrim with the Todd Howard picture. That's very on brand. No, I don't think I will be playing Skyrim. Yes, if you make a slight error in any quest, the NPC dies. They also die if you finish the quest. I believe I've heard of the X series, but I haven't really touched it. Oh god, this is, well, this is not good. This is spreading very quickly. I don't like that. How about we stop? I don't exactly want to leave just yet. I mean, there is... Our shields are down, but at the same time... Yeah, you know what? Let's go to the store. That's a safe spot I can jump to. Don't really need the Lido. The small bomb is just going to do the same thing, but better. Don't really need any of these. Distraction buoys are okay. There's not a second page either, so this is not the best store. I think I'm going to hold on to my scrap, actually. Like, if there was a second page and maybe some crew, I could buy, like, literally anybody, so that I don't have to put a Zoltan in the piloting spot. But alas, it's not to be. Well, I don't know if I'd be able to do Beelzebub exactly, because, you know, that is somebody else's intellectual property. Like, it's one thing to use like a character as a channel icon, as like a little profile picture. It's another thing to actually set up like a VTuber model where you're just taking somebody else's work. Although the idea of being a VTuber is certainly something I've got on mind. I guess I'll buy some repairs for now. Is there cheap in the first sector? PNG Tuber, the compromise. Yeah, that is what a lot of people do. At the very least, having a little talking head does add some personality. Just something that sort of lights up and opens its mouth whenever the streamer is talking. There are many such cases across the galaxy. Alright, let's go. 2-hour VTuber rant on high-tech loadouts when? Perhaps. I mean, I would say it's sooner than you think, but that's not true. That's not true at all. More likely than you think. Okay, we're just gonna kill you. Ah, yes. The fact that on hard mode they love to spam Lido missiles just to make sure that you're taking at least a little bit of damage. And then you just pick the Zoltan Cruiser and don't worry about it at all. Or the Mantis B, which then you have defense drones, and you just board the enemy ship. Right. Yes, of course. 2-hour VTuber rant on high-tech loadouts, I sleep. 2-hour VTuber rant on Giga Cannon. Real shit. I mean, Van Ripper probably would be pretty chill about it, but at the same time, you know. You know? It's kind of like... feels a little... Just because somebody's chill with it doesn't mean that you should do that. And honestly, Beelzebub already had so much character, the MLG classes are just peak. Unironically, the first time it was acceptable since 2016. Damn. I mean, the smug look combined with the glasses does work really well. I think I'm going to move you here, and I'm going to turn off the oxygen, and I'm going to turn off the engines, and then we're going to get shields. There we go. I feel a lot safer now. In fact, we're going to move you over here. Can't shut us off now, fool. Not when it's... when we've got these human batteries. Speaking of Van Ripper, Ghost Girls. Yes, I did see that. You've heard of Helltaker. Now get ready for... Girl Kisser. Can't believe that's how it works. You mean the human batteries? How they can prevent EMP damage? Yeah. It's a pretty niche effect, but when it comes up, it is very useful. I'm getting to the point where I think a little... maybe not that much, maybe just a little bit. I do need some scrap in case I find a weapon. I have not tried the multiverse mode. Or mod. I actually haven't done any mods for FTL. I have not used them. I know that the multiverse one is very popular because it adds an insane amount of content. Although, yes, Strange would be exactly how I feel about it when I look at it. Because I have seen a little bit of it. Okay, cool. We've got a little quest. Although, I mean, I could just do this, and... small bomb... in most situations should be enough. At least for the time being. Multiverse has a ton of character, but it's very not FTL. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. What I've seen is it's got its own personality that's sort of distinct from the actual base FTL game, which is not necessarily bad, but it's different. Captain's Edition is a much more FTL mod. Yeah, that's the other one that people talk about, but I don't think I've even seen that one. Paladin Rock Cruiser that can't take hull damage and can ram people at the start of combat. Well, that is very different. Let's see, okay, so we've got a couple... We've got an ion cannon and a beam drone, so... Alright, we're immune. The enemy can literally do nothing, except cry about it. Yeah, there's definitely a point where things become a bit too much. Someone said the Captain's mod, the Captain's Edition is perhaps out of date, which would be unfortunate, because if I was to try a mod, that one sounds more like I'd do that first, before trying something as big as the multiverse thing. One downside to the Halberd Beam, it does take a fair bit of time to charge. So you can still get it working. Well, that's good to know. Oh man, that's so close. I'm pretty sure there's a mod that tells you exactly how many jumps there are, instead of having to guess, but I think I've got room for one more jump. Let's go to this distress. Yes, of course. My 20 factions, 37 ship packs, 9 mega mods, and 173 anime portrait packs are all completely essential to the Star Sector experience. And to question it, I'm not sure you're a real friend of mine. Yeah, we'll communicate peacefully. There we go. We got lucky. Hooray. I'll take it. Some of that extra power is just what I need. So now that you are here, you can save positions, put some extra power to get the small bomb going, and also, if I need to, I can move oxygen over to engines. Alright, let's get going. Got a couple quests to fill. Got papers to sign. Oh boy. Well, I got hit by an asteroid before I even had the chance to do that. That was fast. Damn. Let's turn off auto fire here. Okay, we're good. We're good. They bombed an empty room. We're good. Halberd beam. Oh wait, no. Actually, I should target something else so I can actually do some damage. Here we go. Go. Dead. Instant kill. Easy. Discard Helltaker Demon Women. Embrace Awaria. That's a lot like that moment in Toy Story where he drops Woody and he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you, but you're not the new hottest thing, so bye-bye. In the trash you go. I've got to keep up with the latest fad. Didn't care for mean bait demons, but honestly, yeah, we have in a lot of ways had those kinds of things for years. But Van Ripper putting the game, like making a video game out of it, putting it out for free, having a good art style, in a very, he's got like a distinct style to his writing as well. I think part of it is, it's not just like that there's demon girls, it's also like his distinctive touch on things that I think helps make it gives it a lot more staying power. Any advice on determining modded ship archetypes? Sometimes I wish I had some advice for that, because I look at a lot of modded ships and I don't know what it does. So when I figure out how to do that, I will let you know. Welcome Annabelle Rice as a certified gamer. Promise to deliver the cargo. You want to join? Sure. A second NG would be very useful. Just realized you turned that on. Yeah. I got those going. Even got a little AI core to indicate how long someone's been a member. Click no hello gamers, forget it's a stream, joined midway. I can do it again. Hello gamers. Maybe I should just spend the rest of the stream just saying that over and over, to make just in case anyone joins, to make sure they get the proper experience. I mean, everyone else is just going to hear me looping on repeat, which is probably not good, but I mean, who cares? It's not a big deal. It's a very minor issue, really. Yes? Alright. It's a lot of quests. I guess I'm a quest guy today. Not quite what I expected. Hello Gamer name on anyone joining. Not a bad idea. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. It's just an energy trader. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. Hey, that's a good one. Hacking is also very good, but flak is rare. Hacking I can pick up at a later place. Make it the subscription donation sound. Maybe a subscription sound makes sense. Welcome, certified gamer. Donation sound would be a bit different though. If I ever do one of those things. Which I guess like that's just like a thing streamers do, so maybe I should. And I can also just like respond to it myself instead of having an automated response. At least for now anyways. Fuel is... yeah, I'll grab fuel. Fine. So once I get a little more power, I can get the flak going, and flak plus halberd beam is a very deadly combination. Fits with Helldiver's Kami robots. Train one on your voice. That... I mean, yeah, I've seen people do that. That can be interesting. Although usually people will do stuff like, they'll have Goku as like an AI voice that people can use. People can like have just, like donation messages read out in Goku's voice and stuff like that. I've seen that. Having it in my own voice would be perhaps a bit strange. So, explain that you're friendly is a coin toss. You either get nothing or you get a good loot, like a good loot haul, and accept their offer of surrender, you get like a smaller loot haul, but it's guaranteed. Let's flip a coin. Hooray! I got better. Which is like a couple extra fuel, probably. So there's another quest, there's another quest. How do I route this? I guess I'll go up here like this. And then come back down. Let's go gambling. I can't stop winning. Yes, I have actually seen that. Well, that's disappointing. Literally nothing. Thanks. I mean, there was text and lore, but I didn't read. Yep, we're gonna help. Of course we're gonna help. What else are we here for? I'm here for the loot. I mean, I'm here to be a hero. Of course. Oh, I missed. Is that what happened? Like, why are their shields still up? Silly me. It's because the bomb missed. But that's just as well. I mean, Helldiver seems pretty fun. I haven't played it, though. Alright, we can put our oxygen back on. Breathing is good for your health. You can only lose 100%, but you can win 10,000%. That's true. Right, if you do the math, that does make it sound very convincing. Helldivers is a good with the boys kind of game. That sounds about right. That's what it looks like. No. Oh, well that backfired. I don't need these drone parts. Unless I get hacking, in which case... yes, an anti-personnel drone. I'll be sure to sell that soon. Thanks for the scrap, I guess. Another drone! Take this as payment. Defense drone. See, that's how you do business. The other guy is just bad at business. That's why he didn't pay me enough. Oh, look. Yes, I'll take some fuel. Excellent. Now let's go abandoned. Debt is prestige mode because you can keep playing after losing 100%. Or you can just beg all your friends and family for more money because it's totally going to pay off, guys. Yeah, here we go. Now we're starting to see some shields. It's going to take some... And then the drone's going to whittle away this, which is then a problem. And we missed. That is not good. We missed. That's a lucky dodge. Thank goodness for that. And the beam hit nothing. Excellent. Alright, we've got a heavy laser incoming. And it missed again. Wow. That's why you upgrade your engines. I mean, it's not supposed to be this good this early, but damn. Let's shut that off because I don't want to die. Now we can do this. Unless you're a stream for which begging is based. Yes. Begging people to support your lifestyle on the internet. Truly one of the most based and, yeah, no, just based. It's nothing else. No other words would describe that. Based and money pilled. That does remind me of a YouTuber that I watch who often makes, whenever he's playing video games, and it's like, if someone is like, hey, I might give you this reward, his first response every time is, okay, but is it money? Because I'd like some money. And there's like a guy, like I think in one of the games he was playing, there's a guy talking about what kind of gift he should get for a girl. And he's like, maybe if I buy her an expensive bouquet of flowers. And he's like, yeah, well, more like no, she's a rich girl, more like a bouquet of Ferraris. That one got me. It was pretty good. Another flak. Alright, I guess this is streamer luck moment. Absolutely. You mean double flak and a halberd beam? Oh, we're just getting started. Upgrading shields or engines. Usually you want to get to tier 2 shields first. Like the difference between 1 and 2 is very big. And then once you get tier 2 shields, you get up to like 5 in engines, and then you go back to shields, and then you max out your engines, and then you get your 4th shield layer. You kind of go back and forth a little bit. But with the Zoltan Cruiser, I'm going to get engines first and then shields. Just say, chat, give money. Works every time and makes other streamers uncomfortable. That is kind of funny. The idea of like a bunch of streamers collaborating and then just one guy is like, yo, chat, money, now. Give it now. He just interrupts everyone else and talks over them. He's like, chat, I need money. The rent is due. Karen took the kids. Give... And everyone else is just like uncomfortable. That's kind of funny. I could almost see someone running like a little comic strip of that. That would be a good like 4-panel comic. Yeah, the Rebels... See, the Rebels, if they really wanted to win, they would just get a streamer to pilot their ships. And that streamer luck would make all the difference. That's pretty good. But no. I want to kill you. Not for any particular reason, just because it's fun. Karen took the kids. I don't have to feed them anymore. Let's keep gambling. Alright, let's hopefully dodge this. We are not dodging this. See, look at that. 29 scrap. That's what you like to see. Yeah, you get yourself to the med bay. fix that thing right up. That's a lot of scrap. Although, I think, yeah, getting that flak online is going to make a big difference. Then we can do that. Maybe throw in a little piloting. Yeah, looks good. I mean, this is exactly 8 power, too. Halberd, flak, flak, small bomb. Very nice. And I can get up to 30% evasion in an emergency. Right, let's keep moving. Gotta stay one step ahead. Flak. I mean, I did have one time when an enemy spawned in with like 2 flaks and a burst laser too, and that was miserable because they're all synchronized and there's not much you can do about it. You just die. I don't really need the fuel or the missiles, so no. Nice. Now, if I could just get some long-range scanners, that would be fantastic. Inquire. Oh. Unfortunate. Well, that's some cool lore. Or at least that's what I would say if I read anything. But I don't read. They must have a super shield bypass unit. Of course they do. When don't they have a super shield bypass unit? This is not good. Well, actually, there's no combat or anything. No ship combat anyways. So, I guess it's fine. You can just do this, I guess. In fact, you can, hold on. So we can close that. We can get you over here. No. Actually, I want you here, so you can start healing you here. Both of you here, like this. Yeah. They're going to destroy the piloting. That's fine. Gonna take a little hull damage from that. That's a... Or maybe we won't. Actually, yeah, because the oxygen is going to run out first. So they're going to panic and try to get in. Then we get you out, get you in, get you over there, like this. Yeah, because when a system goes down to 0 from combat damage, you take an extra point of hull damage. But the fact that I upgraded my piloting means that I don't take any extra hull damage. Wow. Calculated. All planned out. Yeah, I love the maneuver surrounding mid-beam attack. It really should just kill them, but I guess somehow you turn on the safety settings, like mid-beam attack. Turning it into a harmless phaser. A little light show. It's just a prank. It's not a real beam. It's just a prank, bro. Alright. 34 scrap. Not much to do with that. Maybe a little more power, but nah. I want to save up for tier 2 well, I can get one more engine upgrade, and then I'm going to go for shields. Don't really need to worry about that store. I've got enough crew. I've got enough weapons. In the late game, I'm going to look for a store to grab cloaking and hacking, but other than that, we're pretty good. I gotta go snort broken glass off a cracked iPad until it stops being broken. See ya. Well, have fun with that. I'm sure there won't be any health complications. I guess I'll just toss you over there. Oh. Well, that's not good. Hacking the oxygen is kind of fine. All this stuff being thrown at my weapons is annoying. But you're dead anyway, so it's fine. I have to go do community service for my numerous criminal activity as well. Anyways, have a good one. Have a good one, Mudson. Actually, that's kind of a good meme. Just anytime someone has to leave, they state out their explicit criminal activity that they've got to go amend for. It's like, sorry, I would continue watching the stream, but I'm wanted in 37 states for numerous criminal activities, including murder and homicide and manslaughter. Somehow all three of them at the same time. But I have weekend jail. Darn. That's like the worst kind of jail. They only let you out so you can work during the week. That's a shame. I'm wanted in 3 states. I've already dodged solid, liquid, and gas, but they're starting to get to plasma. Now that is an unfortunate soul. Yep. No, don't you... Oh, hello. That's a dodge. Psych. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I think I want those guns to stop shooting me. That'd be the best. In fact, I want that more than breathing. Well, that was a couple of... No, we're not gonna... For 10 scrap? I mean, we just leveled up from dodging your attacks. Some more evasion for me. In fact, both of them leveled up at the same time. Nice. Gotta run. I'm being investigated by the FBI for buying uranium to reverse Schrodinger, my dead cat. Oh shit, the group chat got leaked. Yeah. Excuses, excuses. If you're a real fan, you would just sit at the computer and just stare at them while they try to arrest you. I don't care if the FBI is investigating you for criminal activity or what are the bodies doing in your backyard. Sit down and watch the stream. The profitability stream is starting to look like a certain Minecrafters. Nope, there is nothing going on there. You are imagining it. I think I'm gonna go distress. I'm getting my next shield layer. Yeah, maybe the bodies chose to be there. I mean, you don't know. Did you ask them? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you not a level 3 cleric with Speak with Dead? That's a shame. Oh, that's a weapons package. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go without oxygen for a little bit, boys. Good luck. Like this. I don't really need that, but I can sell it when I get the chance. Yeah, Flak plus Halberd Beam is quite the wombo combo. Piloting subsystem 36 is a steal. I can just barely afford it. Yeah, let's get it up to tier 3. So now it can absorb 2 points of damage before shutting off. That's usually that's a pretty big vulnerability, is getting your piloting shut off and then not being able to dodge stuff. Do I want to go into the nebula? They are annoying. Yeah, let's go NG controlled. We've got a couple NG in our fleet, in our ship. We can we can use them for some blue options potentially. What did I say? What did I say? We can use them for blue options. I manifested it. I'm just that good. Yeah, they were having Ship reproduction. Yeah, 2 flak plus halberd is what I'm going for. I mean, I've got the weapons. Might as well. And then if I decide to fire up that last point in weapons, then a small bomb is a nice little addition. I mean, that by itself should take care of... Like, that just takes care of the game, really. Double flak is 6 shield damage. Even if they dodge half of it, that's still 3 points. And then the halberd beam can penetrate the last shield layer. Of course, the best way of doing it is to get hacking and then shut off their piloting right at the moment that the flak impacts, so they can't dodge at all. Then they eat all 6 pieces of flak, and you're good to go. Yes, hello. That's a nice shield that you have there. It reminds me of my own. Okay, we dodged the big missile. I was going to get stopped by the shield anyways, but still nice. Preserves the Zoltan shield a little bit longer. I think the timing is... Ooh, look at that. We dodged the small missile, and that last point of Zoltan shielding blocked the big missile. Thank goodness for that. That is big. That is huge. It's very large. Unfortunately, we only did 1 point of damage to their shields, and that only shut off the... Really? That only shut off the beam weapon. Seriously. Alright. Fine, we're gonna eat a ton of missiles. Oh boy. Dodged. Get pranked. Okay. Yep, we're getting hit, but it looks like it's hitting an empty room. It might breach. Or set it on fire. That's also possible. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alright. Let's do this again. And go repair that. That's a lot of scrap. And I think they repaired us. Did they repair us? I kind of clicked through the text a little too fast. Alright, Johnson. Johnson the robot. Good job repairing that up. Okay. Now we're cooking. So I do want to get up to the next evasion level. And I want to get 2 more points into weapons so I can get double flak running. Although, honestly, I think hacking at this point, rather than a second flak, hacking is going to be more reliable and cheap and significantly cheaper. But I have to find it at a store. That's the downside. I have another free weapon. Nice. I really could use a store because I've got all this stuff in my cargo that I need to sell. Yep, I'll take it. Hey, look at that, a store. There is like 3 of them in a green system, so it's pretty easy to find. Beams for the Hull God. No, I'm selling it. Well, would you look at that. Sell it all. Cloaking, hacking, got everything you need. Long-range scanners are very good. Defense Scrambler, I mean, there is a way to bypass defense drones with hacking without using the Defense Scrambler, although it does feel kind of cheating. But I guess they haven't patched it, so it's not that big of a deal. No, the most important things here are going to be hacking and some long-range scanners. And then I don't really have the points to get much else. Don't need any of this. Maybe get some repairs, but we'll probably get some free repairs at some point. I'm not worried about that. Plenty of fuel. We're looking good. The main thing I want is power. So I can do this. Or maybe get our sensors up a tier. Yeah, we got our subsystems pretty nicely upgraded. Our weapons package is looking good. We can hack, like, if we've got a tougher enemy, we can hack them, shut off their evasion, hit them with flak. It's guaranteed to strip their shielding, and then halberd beam. So for the most part, now I just need to focus on getting my engines up, so get for more evasion. Then I can get flak, the second flak online. Then I can get shields. And then at that point we should be near the end of the game, and I can grab cloaking if it's available. That's the plan. No, I don't need another store. Especially not after I spent all my money. Yeah, you don't need to dodge missiles if they're dead, yeah. That's true. I'm going to get to... I'm going to get one more in evasion, because grabbing evasion early does have some use, because it helps you farm your evasion skills faster. Nice setup so far. Yeah, I got pretty lucky with the flak cannons, didn't I? Of course I'm going to attack it to get to the storage cache. What else would I do? There's no possible other option. Yeah. They can mind control if they want. They're not going to live long enough to use it. Yeah, there we go. So we'll get up to 5, because the first 5 layers are 5% each. And then the next couple of engine tiers are only 3% evasion. So we're going to stop here. Next, I want to upgrade this a couple of times, get more power. You know the drill. Search? Ah, yes, of course. My mistake. I meant take hull damage. That's what I meant to click on. No, wait, why am I sending the pilot? No, you do this. I want you to get the XP. It's only 1 point, but I've got to salvage some kind of positive out of this. Right, I've got... yeah, that's right. 2 empty bars here. Not just 1. Speaking of, if I'm not using hacking, I can just do this. Can I make it? Well, I'll try. Might have to fight our way out. We'll see. That's a good rate for fuel, but I also don't need fuel. Like, at all. But 12 scrap is really cheap. Yeah, I'll grab the fuel. Oh, good, a store. Hooray. Just what I needed. Really? Flak again? That feels like a... I don't even know what to say about that. I can't fit it because you can't get to 9 power, but maybe if I swapped the halberd beam for the hull beam, and then got 3 flak, just delete their shields with flak, and then hull beam does its damage. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. You know, yeah, it looks like it's gonna cover the exit, so at least I can get like these 3 and then dive the exit. It's gonna be annoying. Oh, an upgrade to the reactor. Nice. Okay, that's a decent amount of scrap. Yeah, and I can get that one. So for the price of having to dive the exit, I did get like 3 extra jumps, which can be worth it. But oh boy, does it not feel great. Yeah, I want to save my scrap so that I can get my weapon system better. And the nice thing about having level 5 engines is I can run out of here faster. Yeah, let's do engines. Thunk. We're probably still going to take an anti-ship blaster. But 40% evasion's not bad. Let's get some of their some of their weapons are now offline. Yeah, here it comes. We're not quite fast enough to get out of here. Yep, and it hit sensors, which is about not too bad. Yeah, we're gonna go homeworlds. Alright, so we took a little extra hull damage, but that's about it. All in all, not bad. So now our next concern... Alright, I should probably get the oxygen back online. Yep, dying. I forgot that I turned that off. Well, don't worry, you'll get your repairs maxed out eventually, little guy. It's okay. So our next concern is getting the flak cannon online. And once we've done that, we've got hacking plus double flak plus halberd beam. Can kill pretty much anything. So at that point, we want to focus on engines, and then we want to get to 3 shield layers. And the 4th shield layer is not super important for the Zoltan ship. So instead, at that point, I'm going to save my scrap and try and pick up cloaking. Yeah, that sounds about right. The exit's right at the end of the sector. Nice. A bribe. You fool. You foolish fool. Oh, wow. That's a flak and a Mark II combat drone. It's a bit annoying. And the pirate ship is full of NG, so they repair very quickly. But you know what they don't have? Defense drones. I guess it's... yeah, just dodge all of that. We're farming evasion here. Let's go. Okay, I am just about ready to shoot back. Yep, we're just about ready to shoot back. Okay. I don't like where that's going. Okay, so it hit an empty room. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn off the evasion because I was too distracted on defense, but we hit anyways, so it's not an issue. Nice. If I can get 5, that would be great. Just like that. That's a lot of missiles, but I also don't need missiles, so... no. Hey, look at that. Somebody maxed out their evasion. You know, their shields are completely untouched. Okay, so their evasion is low. Wait, did I hit them? What just happened? I could have sworn I just shot. Here we go. Okay. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Cleaned up. That's a lot of scrap. Oh yeah. Now it's all coming together. One more. One more, we've got double flak. And that is going to be a beautiful day. Oh, we're paused. That's why. I was like, why is the oxygen not filling up? Well, probably because time has stopped. I mean, you should know best. You are a time wizard. Not only are you an AI core piloting the ship, you're also a time wizard. That's why you get the pause ability. I've seen some people do no pause runs for FTL. I don't know if I could do that. The pressure of having to do things in real time with no room for mistakes, it's a bit much. All right. A little environmental hazard doesn't scare me. That's a pretty weak weapons package, but that is 5 NG. Well, it's no wonder on hard mode they seem to repair everything instantly if they've got crew like this. Okay, where do I want to hit? The mind control's annoying, and I also want to shut off their weapons, so let's go there. Let's keep that damaged. That is a bad spot for the fire to be, but we can manage. Okay, we're going to do some damage right there. Well, no, I'm about to kill you. Oh, you survived, of course. Please stop breaking your guns. You're the one who gets to shoot them. I'm not tempting fate. This is perfectly normal. We are all doing okay in here. Keep the shield on, please. Oh, lovely. Well, let's wait for that to turn off. Turn off the flames, please. So you can go here. Fix that for me. I would like to see. As fun as it sounds to go blind. Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for like just before the next solar flare, right? I'm not gonna sit there through a solar flare. Okay, I could use a few repairs. Let's get up right to the edge of green. There we go. Perfect. You can get back where you belong. Just need one more power level, so 90 scrap. That's the next goal, 90 scrap. Well, that sucks, Jonda. Sorry to hear that. What difficulty is this? Hard? Yeah, this is on hard difficulty. Well, there's never really a good time to lose a job. Boom. And look at that, free repairs. That's why I don't... That's exactly why I don't repair all the way up to full. You can get free repairs sometimes. I didn't lose mine because I never even got one. It probably can't stay that way forever. At least not for most people. Managed to get a pretty good deal. Well, at least there's that. So it's not a complete loss. Hey, thanks for showing up. That's also what I needed. Well, what a coincidence. I think I'm gonna go down. Yeah, these are all kind of, well, these two are kind of useless. There's no way I'm going down there. But I can loop around like this. That seems like the best. Continue. Let's get those engines. That is a pretty scary weapon setup. I think I'm actually going to hit your... Yeah, I want to nerf your weapons a little bit first. And we can fire that, turn off your evasion, do that, and blammo. You are screwed. Actually, if anything, I can turn off the small bomb now. Look at that, 45% evasion. That's a good place to be at. What's not a good place to be at is when they teleport onto your ship. And you have Zoltan. I have exactly 90. Hello, I'm back from my community service for my numerous crimes. I must return to it shortly, but I wanted to stop in again and say hello. Nice. It's 2:22 a.m. and your Albert Poise is putting me to sleep. Yeah, it does seem like people... some people find it a useful sleep aid. So if that's the case, then... well, that's good. I mean, you probably should be sleeping at 2:22 a.m. At least that's what I'm told. My sleep is very strange. I seem to have a sleep... I don't know what's going on with my brain, but it seems to have a sleep cycle of... Like think about it. Normally, you should be awake for like 16 hours and sleep for 8. But for some reason, I do sleep for 8, but I don't feel tired until like 18 to 19 hours have passed. So I'm always off cycle by a couple of hours. It's very annoying. It makes some things very difficult. Yeah, unfortunately, I know you guys are going to give me, like, a weapon or something that I don't need. Exercise can help with that. Oh yeah, believe me, I'm trying. Maybe I just need to exercise harder. The human body was built for running, after all. It's supposed to be put in motion. Like a lot. Yes, I have done that before. Yeah, unfortunately I'm going to have to give them nothing. Oh, right, and both of you need to get over here. I completely forgot about these two. These two little jokesters. Think you're so funny hopping on board my ship just before yours blows up. Like, what did you think you were going to do? You're going to take it over? You know, run a little false flag operation, pretend to be Federation? I don't think so. Get out of here. They hit a guy without any time. Wait until timing out sitting on a 25-hour day? Interesting. Like if I'm LARPing a contortionist, I have zero clue what might be happening. Sometimes it's easier to sleep with the lights on. Sometimes it's not. It's a bit weird. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now we've got the big guns. Okay, get rid of that. There we go. Beautiful. With an arm as numb? Huh. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it has to do with circulation. Of course I'm going to attack the ship. Ooh, it's big and scary. It's got a chain ion. And the thing about the chain ion is it looks really cool. It is one of the coolest looking weapons. But man, is it terrible. 3 power, 14-second charge time, and the first shot does 1 ion damage. Sure, if you get it fully charged and it's doing like 4 per shot, that's pretty good. But you're not going to get there because it takes 14 seconds. It's insane. Yeah, there's probably a few vampires in chat. I'm here to sleep. I sleep in a coffin. It is the only way. Once you try a coffin, you will never go back, my friend. Where am I even going to do this? Here, I guess. Oh, if you get it just right, you can get 5, can't you? I don't think I'm going to try and min-max it too much. Yeah, 4 is fine. We'll just do 4. Right there. Either some assholes want to bury you. I tried to sleep in a coffin once. Bad experience. I can't recommend it. Oh fuck, we got Mantis. Some assholes try to bury you. This is not good. Just move. They're about to die, so I don't think we need the weapons for much longer. Yeah, okay, now we gang up on them. Oh god, what a pain. Right, now I need you to run over here. I need you over here. Look how great this is. What a fun, family-friendly experience. Oh, good lord. Okay, we got you. Okay, now we get you guys out, we get you guys in, you guys go to the med bay. Turn this off. We drain all the power out of our engines. Because the Zoltan running around are going to mech about the power levels. Actually, maybe hypothetically, the best way to min-max this would be to let them damage the weapons all the way down to 1, and then repair them back up to get some repair experience. I am not going to do that, though. Yeah, my entire crew is not for boarding. They are not good at it, which is a great thing that the Zoltan cruiser starts with tier 2 doors, then. Yeah, it reminds me of that meme of the guy drawing on the whiteboard, and it's like sped up as he's explaining stuff. It's like me ordering my crew around to deal with one Mantis, because they're all Zoltan and NG. It's like that. Hey man, managed to catch one of your streams. Just want to say thanks for the entertaining videos. Well, thanks for watching. It's good to see ya. Alright, let's get on with it. Another. Oh, you know what? I should have upgraded my power grid first. Oh well, it's a little late for that. I mean, you're only tier 2 with the weapons. It might be better to move you here and move you here. Although it does downgrade the doors a bit, so that's unfortunate, but the extra... Yeah, that could be useful. I'm not going to need hacking here. Yeah, that's true. You do get more power, because for systems like hacking or cloaking, when they're locked down, you can use Zoltan to sort of sneakily steal the power out of them. The one Mantis in question is just Robert when he's off his skincare routine. Yeah, that's accurate. Somebody get this man some lotion. He's looking like an insect. His carapace is so... I think they're dead. Yeah, let's take it. Yeah, we're still in the green, so that's not even that big of a deal. Okay, let's get out of here right as the ion damage is expiring. Oh, more free stuff. Nice. Just what I needed. Yeah, we're at Sector 5. We've got our weapons package basically taken care of. So at this point, what I need is more evasion. First, I'm going to want more power. Maybe even more doors. There we go. So we can have cloaking, we can have all this active, and then if I'm not using cloaking, I can move it to engines. And if I need cloaking and engines, then we're going to just have to hold your breath, folks. Alright, hold on for a moment. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, we're back. I'm milking cigarettes. It's an ancient technique that's been passed down in the family for generations. Or at least it would be, but usually the fathers in my family line end up getting lost when they're on their way to buy some milk to cigarette, or some cigarettes to milk. So then they never end up passing on the technique. But somehow, maybe it's like genetic, we just kind of figure it out. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately there's not much. Yeah, there's a lot of room here between here and the exit, but we're only really going to get a couple jumps here. It's a bit of a waste. Ancient technique passed down by single mothers. Uh-huh. Ah, yes, that's the stealth cruiser quest line. Much like transverse jump, we just know how. $26 for an NG with gold repairs would be really good. In fact, can I sell you my NG and then you guys... Like, I'll sell you this guy and then... No, you don't buy people? Well, that's just unfortunate. Holy... Literally just a weapon floating in space. Thank you. More bombs. What I needed. I would like a store, but not right now. Oh, I guess? Alright. Yeah, let's go NG controlled. Greens have more shops. Yeah, of course, more shoe. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. If you want it, it's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rupees. And then, of course, there's a new game inspired by those old Zelda games called RZ. And then there's, of course, a YouTube poop mod for that game, because of course there is. Yes, I think I would be best friends with the Lytic Path if they were in this universe. I could sell them all of these bombs. I'm sure they would find very good and peaceful uses for them. Wow, I forgot to use the hacking again, and it, well, I mean, when you've got two... Wait, the only option there was to let them go. Normally you have the option to kill them. Am I on some kind of pacifist run? What happened? The same travel time. Right. Like this. I see what you mean. Yeah, all that's left is to upgrade power engines. Oh boy. As much as I'd love to upgrade sensors, we've got higher priorities. Yes, if there is no Lytic Path in your universe, then be sure to start it. Spread the word of Lud. This message was sponsored by Brother Cotton. Yeah, because shields... Sometimes shields get back up just in time. Okay. Double dodge there. That's good. So we can fire them all here. Turn off the evasion. And blow some stuff up. Oh, did we fire halberd beams at each other at the same time? But of course my shields held out just fine. While theirs are in a little bit of trouble. Oh no! Anyways. Triple stun, including their own guy. Very impressive. Right, so let's get you out of the way. Let's get the NG to tank it because he's got more hit points. And there we go. I guess I'll hold on to it. If there's cloaking there, it might be... No, these probably don't sell for enough. So won't be able to pick up cloaking just yet. That one guy who made an Afflictor video with a Brother Cotton portrait. I don't think I've seen that. Or maybe I have, I'm not sure. But that is a good little case of irony. Well, I don't need this, and I don't need this. So yeah, not quite enough for hacking, but they also don't have hacking anyways. Yo, what's good? Hey, Matush. We're playing a little FTL today. Borman, Ohm, and Maxim. No, I don't think I need any of these. Yeah, I'm just selling. Maybe backup battery, it is kinda nice. Yeah, let's get a backup battery. I can use the backup battery to power my engines temporarily. But not enough for hacking. Oh, I'm sure I meant to say cloaking. I probably said hacking because it's picking up hacking was a higher priority than cloaking, but now that we already have hacking, I meant to say cloaking, because that's the next one I want. Oh yeah, okay, so that was the same guy who made that video. Yeah, I've seen the Paragon video where he shows you how to beat that mission. And he mentions me specifically. Alright. Yeah, I don't need another store. More engines. I mean, at this rate, we're pretty close to being ready for the final battle. And we're only in, what, Sector 6? Ooh, I am tempted to throw that at you, but I only have 8 drones. Don't really need to do that. Just toss that there, toss that in there. Perfect. Do that, boom. A micro celebrity. Well, maybe within the... A celebrity within... like, people who play Star Sector. But even then, it's like... people who go onto, like, the Reddit or the forums, maybe. And not, like, the entire player base. So, like, a micro celebrity. Which, if I was a Reddit mod, would really get to my head. But I'm not a Reddit mod, so obviously I stay humble, you know? Try not to brag about it too much. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill you guys. Oh no, they sent an NG over. Well, that went south pretty quick. Huh. What do you know? In fact, let's get the pilot in here while we're at it. Okay, it's spreading. Lovely. Yeah, this is a bit of a problem. I mean, 2 NGs should be able to put out the fires in a moment. Okay, you can get to the piling so we don't die to asteroids. You guys can heal now. You can get the doors. And now we get both of you into that burning room. Oh wait, never mind. The fires ate up all the oxygen and put themselves out. You're good. Now we get you to fix everything. Hey, at least you get to farm up some repair skill. There you go. Good job. Yeah, everything's on fire. We're burning. The ship is going to hell. And then there's just 2 NGs slap fighting each other. To be fair, the doors are worth fighting over when everything's on fire. Because if your doors go down, fire starts spreading a lot faster. Hey, look at that. Got a little extra repair. 69,420. Thank you, Bob Ross. That is a very epic amount of cash. It's very large and also, more importantly, very funny. Thank you for being one of the few YouTubers that doesn't make you yell at mom or other terrible decisions in FTL. Real big brain energy here. I mean, there's always room to improve, but I think I've got a pretty good grasp of the basics for the game, and I can beat it on hard. So there it is. First, I think it's really good advice for how to shields. The thing. Yeah, it's definitely hard to find. Well, it's in the first place, it's kind of hard to play the game and talk at the same time in a lot of cases. So you've got like a small group. There's like a small percentage of people that can play the game and talk coherently at the same time, and then there's also a small percentage of people who know Star Sector well enough to give good advice. And so when you try to find the overlap between these two circles, you're not going to find a lot of people. All right, let's see. I want to turn... Alright, let's get that back down. A little more power would be good. And there we go. Most people do ignore the campaign side of loadouts. I.e. getting more omens. True. Just get more omens is as simple as that. I mean, I did post a little sort of rock, paper, scissors triangle that covers some basic tactics, because I named them like battle cruiser, battleship, but it's more like sometimes you'll hear people talk about getting a fleet anchor. That's kind of the battleship. That's like in rock, paper, scissors. When people talk about a fleet anchor, that's rock, and people say that this ship is good for punching down. That's scissors, and then swarm tactics would be paper. Their engines are charging. That's no good. That's no good. Oh, talking about Factorio. Yeah, I actually haven't played Factorio. It would probably consume too much of my time. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill him. I house rule omens out of my fleet. Fair enough, but you can also... I mean, Tempests are alright. As long as you've got some kind of fast frigate with good shields that can cover 360 degrees, then you're gonna find something valuable out of it. Double flak, halberd beam, and hacking? Yeah. I somehow got a couple of flak cannons very early on. So at that point, it's just a matter of grabbing enough scrap to upgrade the weapon system. It's pretty straightforward from here. Just need to upgrade engines to max, then we get another shield layer, then we get cloaking, and we're done. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna run along like that. I don't like it. We're probably gonna have to face the rebels, but that's what we're doing. Don't even need hacking here. Blammo. And right there. No, I will not accept surrender. Of course they live on 1 HP. Naturally. But they're already dead, so it doesn't matter. I think he's already nerfed the monitor, if that's what you're talking about. It used to you used to be able to put safety overrides on it, and now you can't. Like, I'm not aware of any additional nerfs that are planned. Nice. I mean, systems casing is... Yeah, probably... I don't really need the life swarm scanner. At least systems casing sells for a decent amount. Alright, so now I can get maxed out evasion using the backup power. So next up is shields. Yeah, we're gonna get these 3, and then we're gonna have to, unfortunately, fight our way out. But with engines maxed out, we can get there pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, if you grab a lot of vanguards with derelict operations, reducing and support doctrine, then you can recover them, and it's not really a loss. Like, you basically lose nothing. Like, the recovery cost from blowing them up and then having to salvage them is not that much worse than the normal deployment cost of just losing combat readiness from deployment. And if with support doctrine plus derelict ops, you can get them down to 3 deployment points each. You know, throw in like I don't know, 20 of those. That's 60 deployment points, and you've got 20 of these things flying around. Like, it's hard to call that bad, although it's a very different strategy from what I would normally do. Lashers they're kind of alright. I would really put a railgun in the front turret slot, and then that's the main weapon that it needs. Throw in a couple swarmers in the missile slots, and then from there you want to max out its flux stats. Wow. Only 1 hit on that first one. Probably should have fired them at the same time instead of in sequence, but here we are. Alright, that looks pretty good. Ah, we're gonna have to go through 2 layers. Oh, great. Oh, brother. Well, here we go. So move oxygen over here, get this, put 1 in oxygen, 1 in there. I mean, it says 30, but it always feels a lot higher. Well, to be fair, it should be 35, but hacking turns off the bonus from the crew. Alright, let's get that. Oh, that resets the... Interesting. Okay. Well, we're doing this again. Actually, if anything, I could just throw hacking at their weapons. But I don't think that's even necessary, since I am just running away. Okay, rock home rolls, and then the final sector. And then I'm gonna call it there, because I've got a headache. Which is very distracting. Whew. Wow, what an inconvenient path. I think I'm going to ignore that quest. Oh, I'm hydrating, alright. Oh no, another bypass unit. And cloaking in an asteroid field. You guys are a real piece of work, you know that? It's a little too early. Oh, they're teleporting more guys over. Lovely. That's just what I needed. Well, let's kill him. Now, if you would please die. Yeah, I want to get this over as fast as possible, so yeah, I'll take that. Oh, good. They actually teleported all of them. Nice. That's good. That's good. Okay. Whew. Let's get you healed up, and let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that quest. It's just too inconvenient. 2 jumps into a dead end? No thank you. Double mini beam, that's interesting. Alright, well, let's delete them. Like so. Look at that, lovely. Ow. Well, the titanium systems casing did its job. Although I probably could have avoided that damage if I actually used the backup battery to power my engines further. Skill issue. No, I'm not going to accept surrender. You're dead. You are in the middle of dying. Does this look like the face of mercy to you? If so, you might want to get your eyes checked. Yeah, next thing I need is more power. Cloaking. Once again. We love cloaking here. Especially when there's an environmental hazard that you've got to deal with. Yeah, for some reason, you would think rocks would not be very good with subtlety, but they love cloaking. Let's get that evasion up to 55. That was a lot of resists. Do you mind maybe not doing that? Yes, Dwayne is uncharacteristically sneaky. Oh my god, is that the... Oh my god, that's the rock. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize you. It was your graphics. Dwayne, I'm so sorry. It was the graphics. I should have known. That I apologize. Here, you can take some complimentary bullets on your way out. Yeah, I would not... No, I don't want more fire, thank you. That's enough fire for today. Yeah. Where's the quest? Oh, it's... right near the end. Well, I guess that's fine. That's fine. This is all fine. No, there's nothing to be concerned about. Yeah, we've reduced the rock to the pebble. And after that, he'll be the sediment. If they're supposed to be invincible, why can I still see them? I think what we're going to do here... They've only got basic cloaking, so I guess it's not that bad. But they do have tier 4, and... of course, they've got classic case of tier 4 shields. Strong shield-itis, as they say. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh boy. Here we go. Okay, let's fire at the shields. I'm pretty sure I clicked both, but for some reason it only fired one, which is not ideal. No. I'm killing you. And I'm not going to compromise. Just got to get you to fix this up and then get healed. I got the rock quest once, but I killed them all and didn't realize I shouldn't have. That's pretty funny. That's peak gamer brain. I got the rock quest line, and I almost managed to unlock the crystal sector, but I think something went wrong, because it seems like the crystal sector, when you get to the rock homeworlds, is unlocked by having a crystal crew member with the right name, because the guy who comes out of the cryopod always has a specific name. And I'm pretty sure what happened was I renamed the guy to fit in with the rest of my crew, so it didn't trigger the event. And so even though I did everything right, it borked the quest line. Hello, first time on stream. Good luck. And what do you think about the Alex post? I like the Anubis. It looks cool. I've always wanted to see the Paladin perform well, and it's getting a big buff, as well as the Anubis being well designed for it. Yeah, let's get a couple more here. Boom. We're close. You could cheese that quest with the Roxy Cruiser. Yeah, that's what I've heard, is that you can take the crew member, rename them to match the guy in the from the stasis pod, and then anytime you go to the Rock homeworld, it just automatically does the thing. I mean, it's very similar to ironically, the Anubis is very similar to a ship that I was cooking up. I wanted to design something that would use the Paladin as well. And I also ended up with a high-tech cruiser that's got like a large energy turret and some medium universals and some fighter bays. And then the ship system I went with, I wasn't brave enough to give it temporal shell, I gave it plasma burn. But like a lot of the design elements were very similar. Rock's exploit was patched out, I'm pretty sure. Well, you know what they should have patched out is breaking the quest in the first place. I hope they did patch that out. Maybe they did. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, we've got pictures of the Anubis now. He made a blog post. Oh, good lord, that's double burst laser. Actually, triple burst laser, really. Good lord, what is happening over there? Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis. In this part of the sector. Honestly, just to avoid having to deal with a second volley of those things, yes. Steamed hand is just bared and doughed. That's kind of fitting. It's actually pretty fitting. I'll give you that. Oh, you leveled up your shield. Good for you. Yeah, we want to hit the weapons. We're going to do that. Oh, Anubis LP. Oh, don't give them too many ideas. Alright, let's get out of here. Damn. Yeah, I think I just want to disable their weapons and then leave them. Like this. Okay, that's pretty good as far as fires go. Shut off their weapons. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Although it does seem like I've delayed their FDL, so let's shut that off. Bro is just standing in the teleporter. Alright. Yeah, they're going to teleport in, which is annoying, but whatever. I guess they hate hacking, huh? Oh, they teleported away before actually breaking anything. Nice. How kind of them. Wow, how generous. Wait, no, I want that off. Alright, you guys done yet? No? Alright. Hey, look, if you teleport into my ship and take damage from oxygen deprivation, that is not my fault. Alright, if these guys die, don't blame me. Once again, they didn't actually get to... They didn't even get the chance to do any damage. How silly. There we go. Upon examining your map, you realize you won't have enough time and need to get... Oh, right, of course, because I'm right at the end. So that's what you're supposed to do, but because the next sector is the final sector, yeah. Yeah, I know how to beat hard mode pretty decently on a few of the ships. Like the Red Tail is pretty good. Yeah, we're going to attack the Cyber Scum, of course. The Red Tail's pretty good, the Zoltan's pretty good, that sort of thing. Alright, let's hack your engines. All I need to do is save up a little bit of scrap, find a store in the last sector, which there's a decent amount of. Oh, right, I need to turn on the halberd beam. Okay. A little bit of an error delaying things, but we're back on track. Halberd beam, go. I mean, I only have 5 crews. It's not like a bad option. Yeah, the default Kestrel's pretty decent, but it's not, like, it's kind of medium. Yeah, 3 large energy slots and temporal shell, but it's got a built-in hull mod that massively makes its flux stats worse. So it, like, the Anubis is pretty overpowered, and then, like, its baseline design is overpowered, but then it's got this hull mod that completely gimps it. So overall it ends up being kind of balanced. Alright. Okay. One more sector. Now give me a store. I need a store. Eight missiles. No, I don't think so. Alright, you go there. I don't know if I'd say one of the... I mean, it's probably in the top 50%. I don't know if I'd call it one of the best. I mean, the Zoltan A I'm using right now, or the Kestrel B, would be some of the best. Oh, that's true. The Kestrel A does get extra points for nostalgia. Yeah, you would think that an Artemis plus a Burst Laser 2 would be good, and it is on the easier difficulties, but once evasion starts getting up on hard difficulty, then you end up missing that Artemis, and you're just kind of sitting there holding your Burst Laser like, alright, fuck. Well, shit. Looks like I'm a little boned. Actually, well, I'm just gonna put you on sensors. Or maybe doors? No, sensors. Save those stations. Yeah, it's not just the mini beam that's overpowered. The dual lasers is also overpowered. It's the same damage as like a burst laser 2 or a burst laser 1. It also fires 2 shots, but for only 1 power and a 10-second charge time. Is there only 1 repair? They've already been taken? Alright. Fine. If that's how it is. Give me a shop. But I think Stealth Beak can be extremely reliable if you apply a bunch of tricks. Maybe, but if that's true, I don't know what the tricks are. I've tried playing it on hard, and it is brutal. Yeah, the rock ones are a bit difficult. Slow crew. I think the rock B doesn't even have, because it doesn't start with the door system, it doesn't even have the, you can't even vent oxygen. Like, it just straight up has no doors leading to the outside. And then they all rely on missiles. Is the NGB reliably winnable if you're really good? Because that one seems a bit... Huh. Interesting. It's about managing the oxygen levels. That is... Well, maybe I'll have to look into that at some point. Alright, scratch 1. Honestly, yeah, there are win streaks of like 60 and above back-to-back on random ships. These people are wizards to make even an NGB into a mostly reliable ship. That is very impressive. I do not know how to do that. I'm starting to think I'm not going to get cloaking here. Can you still unpower hacking in order to sneak the hacking drone past defense drones? I don't know. Apparently, people are saying you still can. Yeah, as much as I would rather have cloaking than a 4th shield layer, I guess I'm just going to have to get the 4th shield layer. Yeah, man, even before you take into that account that trick, hacking is really good. I'll take the free stuff before I go into that fight. I'm gonna wait for the oxygen to fill up, and then we're gonna go. Hopefully we can earn enough scrap from the first couple of stages that we can then upgrade our sensors. Just as a little bit extra. Or yeah, maybe oxygen to level 2. That might be a good idea. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this. What did they hack? They hacked my hacking, of course. Which is not strictly necessary for this fight, honestly. And this is why we want cloaking. No, that's... No, I meant to close that. You are... This isn't... No, I'm not trying to click on that. This is not good. It's a good thing that's a triple miss. Really having a couple of important misclicks here. And of course... Yeah, my weapons are completely gone now. You know, I'm gonna jump away and try this again. Two turns until base destroyed. Yeah, that didn't go well. We're just a tactical repositioning. It's not a big deal. We didn't even take that much hull damage. Alright, let's get these back. Hey, look at that. Gold repairs. You got there eventually, Johnson. Good on ya. I'm just going to leave that. I don't think it's too important. In fact, it's an advantage. It gives us an extra way to vent oxygen if we need to. Right. Naturally, that's the first thing they're going to do. Honestly, evasion's not... I probably shouldn't even be targeting the engines, because evasion's not that big of a deal on the flagship. So instead I should be targeting like their missiles or something. Oxygen, I think we can live with that. Alright, missiles offline for now. Oh, well that's bad timing. It looks like our oxygen's going to be very, very low. Miss. That's going to hit. And that's going to hit. But we're fine. Alright, we beat the first phase. We did it. There we go. With only level 1 O2 is not an ideal. Yeah, but we've killed him fast enough. Right, the big problem with him targeting, like, when they got my hacking the first time, the big issue there was not necessarily that they shut off my hacking. The big issue there is that this room is really important for everyone to walk through, and having the doors locked is a problem. I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't seem to let me see the weapon charge. Although, I think you can. Yeah, whatever. Probably want this. Yeah, especially since we're fighting the boarding drone now. Not much to do but wait. Oh boy. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, that does still work. So if you want to cheese that, you can still do it. Alright, so if we put 2 points into oxygen and we open all the doors, you can actually keep the oxygen in the room. Yeah, hacking piloting is good, but you can get the same effect from hacking engines as well. So it's not strictly necessary. Okay, let's see. Don't really need that online anymore because I've got the missiles offline just by damaging them. Alright, that's round 2 done. Honestly, what happens if you hack their mind control? I have no idea. Okay. Almost there. Let's get the final stretch. It cancels mind control and randomly mind controls an enemy crew. That might be useful. If true. Well, what first thing we're going to do is just fire... Just shoot. Yeah, here we go. So I want you here. Oh boy, that's not good. Can I get there in time to stop you from breaking the weapons? Yes. Okay, I can only do 1 point of damage. That's not great. It's better than nothing. You should still be fighting him, by the way, even if he's trying to run away. I don't know why you're not. Oh boy, yeah, they get an attack boost while they're mind controlled, which is annoying. Ooh, that is complete and utter chaos. You are dead. You're already dead. Okay, we want to switch you guys. Nope, I want you to move. There we go. So I can get that online. Give it a moment. I mean, I switched your places specifically so that you would fight, like, correctly instead of incorrectly. That was the point. And now the enemy moved and ruined everything. Okay. I'm completely losing control of this ship. No, because if you go there, then you're going to fight the captain, which is not what I want. Not in the least. Holy moly. It's still online. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, that's not good. Here comes a power surge. Oh boy. My favorite. I think we're in... Oh no! Are you serious? I think this is over. They're at 3. We're so close. No, this is over. Yeah, this is what... Maybe instead of... Like, that 4th shield layer is not that valuable compared to, like, anything else. Yeah, we're done. Close, but no cigar. I'm sure that I could have managed that a little better, got my crew around and repaired things in a different order. But alas, it is to no avail. Licensed to Meme did not make it. Unfortunate. Only 4,800, which means that it's on the leaderboard. It's pretty close. Yeah, well, if I found a shop, I absolutely would have grabbed cloaking, but it was just was just not there. Alright, well, still got a headache, so I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you everyone for showing up. Scripted stream, lol. Heck, that's a keck, that's a lol, that's a lamau even. Alright. And thanks for everyone for showing up. I will be back on the weekend for some Star Sector. Until then, good luck out there, Starfarers. See you later, gamers.